streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We
What is up, everyone? Welcome to the double game week. Not double game week, I forgot. I'm so used to saying double game week.
It's coming soon.
I know, it's coming soon. Game week 35 podcast episode number 60. We are back after some time. The last podcast we did was in game week 32. It's been tough to get everyone together. But Abin, you're joining us after quite a long time.
Yeah, on a paternity leave.
Exactly. So you're back for the moment.
Paid paternity leave by Football Chatbox.
So, I still don't have that. So if to get to that, first you guys have to go subscribe, right? So you have to subscribe, hit the like button. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers, then we can kind of do stuff like that. But at the moment, I don't have that ability. So yeah, we're back. Abin's back as well after some time. Easy Shark, welcome. If you're in the comments, let me know how your game week is going. We're going to be talking about game week 35. Obviously, game week 34 is still going on. One more game left to go. And I think a lot of people have about 4 to 6 players, somewhere around that range.
Yeah.
So still a lot of things can happen. But let's talk fixtures. We're going to so I initially said I won't be having much stats, but I managed to put out a few stats. So if you want to see later, but we'll just be talking fixtures mainly. So we'll start with Bournemouth Chelsea. Do you think they will get to the 40-point mark? Do you think Chelsea can get to the 40-point mark?
The key mark to get to relegation.
Exactly.
To pass relegation,
Exactly.
isn't it? I'd actually say it's a tough game considering the form of both teams. I would say in the last five game weeks, Bournemouth have been getting results.
Yes.
I think they were on everyone's list to get relegated for sure. And now suddenly, I think they're, what are they? I think do they have 39 points?
Let me see. So I think if I wasn't mistaken, yes, if Bournemouth win this game, Bournemouth go above Chelsea.
And that's mad. Because of the standings, yeah.
They're on 39 as well. Yeah.
Yeah, they're both on 39 points. It's so they've had unbelievable run of results recently, Bournemouth.
Yeah.
So it's a home game for them. I still don't know how they're doing what they're doing, but their new coach did I even saw when they're talking about started putting manager of the season award. I saw his face pop up in there as well. I was like, what? Where did he go? What's going on here? So look, it'll be a tough game, but Chelsea need a result. They absolutely need a result. 5 losses on the trot. And after this game, Bournemouth, it's hell for Chelsea as well.
Yep.
I think they've got City. I think they've got Newcastle in there. They've got a lot of top 10 teams to play. So they absolutely need a result here. I kind of see maybe it's probably going to be a draw. And I don't see there's any player in either that, besides Solanke maybe. I'm not sure who else you would want to get. There's no inspiration in Chelsea.
Well, from Bournemouth, really no one. Because I think if a few people still have Solanke. If you have Solanke, I don't mind starting him in this game, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because it don't seem like they're capable of keeping a clean sheet. Having said that, I have Kepa, and I don't even know whether he'll keep a clean sheet. We'll have to see. Yeah. I might still start him, to be honest, because it's Kepa or Rea for me. And at this point, I might actually start Kepa and see how it goes. The thing with Chelsea is, oh my God, I don't know, man. But if not for Tuchel and the start they had, these guys will be in relegation at the moment. It's just that there are just teams worse than them that they're not going to get relegated. But yeah, the past few matches hasn't been great, and obviously
there's just no team chemistry. Right? Individually, they're really good players, and I think if rumors go the way they are, Pochettino comes in for them. They just need probably 1 or 2 more signings, especially at number 9.
But they have one loan.
Lukaku's supposed to come back, but I don't know if he will. but individually there's a lot of quality there. So it just takes 1 or 2 players just to fix it up and just to create that team environment. But that's for another season. It's not happening today. I kind of see that there's there'll probably be a draw that game with the form of both teams.
We'll see. I mean, if I don't mind a 0-0 draw as a Kepa owner, but it's very unlikely. So we'll see. Chances are Bournemouth. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Bournemouth are the favorites in this game. But yes, that's where we are. So Easy Shark says played Trippier instead of Botman and played Martinelli instead of Odegaard. Oof. But 107 with 5 players to go. I guess that's still fine. But yeah, quite a lot of bench points on there. Now, would you even think about any Chelsea players for the upcoming double game week 37?
No, like absolutely. Like Kepa is as far as I go. There's no reason. Like I've had Chilwell. I had him for a good 6-7 game weeks. He delivered 1 and twice, but it's just painful watching the goals conceded, and it's Reece James is out for the season, so there's nobody else in defense I would get. Kepa you already keep for saves and save points.
That's it. No clean sheets.
Midfield, nothing inspiring. I don't even know. Again,
they can't score goals. I mean, they scored 1 against Arsenal, but
yeah, there was a time when Mount, was a contender back in Tuchel days, but now he's just no way. I don't even know if he's going to stay in the club. And then the forward line. Geez, I mean, everyone was on the maybe even you. I think might have even had Felix once upon a time.
I think I had Havertz.
Havertz. Yeah, exactly. But geez, it's I can't see many. I think everyone else that's playing double that game, I'm sure there's bigger, better shots with them.
Yeah, fair enough. Yep. I think there are better options. These guys are playing United and City in that double, so not looking forward.
I was just looking what the matches are going to make a point of. It's not going to be clean.
Yep.
Anyway.
Okay, next one is City versus Leeds. We got Alvarez on the cover. Now, I did watch this game. I don't know if I think he picked up a knock, I think. I'm not really sure. He didn't look great in like a bit of the second half. It looked like he had pulled I don't know whether he had pulled a muscle or something, but obviously this is the big game. I mean, the big game is next after this. They have to travel to Spain to play Real Madrid in the semi-final. So I guess the key thing is this is because it's one of the 4 fixtures that are the first game, the early kickoff. Maybe we get some league team news. I don't know. Hard to say. But
it's a Sunday game, right?
It's Saturday night.
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday morning basically for us.
Yeah, Sunday morning for us.
Yeah.
Still no news on De Bruyne as well.
No.
You kind of you can't see. Yeah, I actually don't know what Pep's going to do next week with the Madrid game being on the week a couple of days after that.
I think there'll be a few rotations. So
there will be a few rotations, but I don't think many of us have any.
Probably Grealish. Maybe he started so many games. Grealish back to back.
Yeah. And look, Foden came last game, so I think he's back to fitness.
Yep.
He might get a run. I'm not sure if Haaland will get a break as well. He'll just be sitting on the bench.
Yeah. So let's assume for now that I guess he's probably the best captaincy option.
Yeah.
But if we get news that he isn't captain, like he isn't starting, would you all be tempted by like Alvarez if we see that Alvarez is starting?
Absolutely. And at his price point, the ceiling is so high, right?
Exactly. But then the question is, I don't know whether he'll. It looks like he'll be the one to start. But then
problem I have is I've got Edison, Haaland, and Mahrez. So I'll have to take a hit.
Oh, for you, to get one of them. Yep.
Yeah.
It's worth it though.
Edison is proving to be one of the worst choices for me. It is what it is. hopefully there's another double game week that he can shine somewhere. But
37 maybe. You never know.
Which I just couldn't trust any other Liverpool, because he was the one position that never gets rotated. Never.
And then he gets rotated.
And it was defense. You just don't know what he could. He keeps rotating his defenders.
Yeah.
And then he goes and rotates them yesterday.
And they keep a clean sheet.
And they keep a clean sheet. So the funny thing is, Raya actually got more points, 2, than Edison in 2 games, and he got 1.
A single game week player outscored a double game week player.
I took a hit to get him.
Oh,
so
no.
I'm down net.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I guess you keep Edison. Like, we don't know whether who will start. I think this is a very wait till we'll probably.
And funny thing is, Ortega.
Yes.
He even got a bonus point.
Exactly. He took Grealish. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think Edison, if you have him, you probably keep him, to be honest, because he might probably start. I mean, he's not going to get rotated too much, to be honest. But then again, we don't know. It's hard to say with Pep, to be honest, at this point. Yeah. Because the Real Madrid game is important. But I think I won't be surprised if Haaland starts about 45 minutes.
45 minutes, or even just comes off the bench for 45 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever it is. He's done that before in key matches, and then he knocks in a goal or 2 or whatever, and then it's done. So yeah, I mean, you would keep Haaland, obviously. Yeah. And if he starts, he starts. If he doesn't, he's still going to play. He's still going to be the starting 11. Don't put him in your bench.
Yeah.
But the other shots obviously are Grealish, Foden. I mean, and if Haaland doesn't start, I reckon Mahrez is a great option because he'll be on penalties.
Yes, that is true. You have Mahrez, don't you?
I have Mahrez, and he'll be on penalties. So I think he's a good shot. I've got him. That's why I'm saying he's a good shot. But I do generally think he is, because I don't know if he is in the starting team to face Madrid. I don't think he will be. I think he starts with Bernardo.
Yeah, exactly.
Bernardo over Mahrez. So I reckon he'll be playing Leeds, and if Haaland doesn't play like rumors are going, or doesn't have a full 90 minutes, I think Mahrez becomes key. A good punter differential. Yeah. The other one will be Foden. Just because he's coming back.
Yeah, exactly.
Injury and defense maybe if Stones. If
yeah, probably. Yeah, cool. Leeds, Big Sam back. Any impact from that? Or are Leeds still going to be
the most experienced manager in Premier League?
Yeah. I mean, do you think he can pull off anything, or is just too close to call?
I mean, I can't believe he's coming for just 4 games left.
I think he gets like a decent amount of pay though, if he manages to keep them up. I highly doubt it, because at this point I feel like it's just too hard for Leeds. The games are like impossible at this point.
Games are hard, and I'm sad for them.
Yeah.
Because I think everyone's got a soft spot for them, especially because they were what a team to watch. Over COVID time. Over COVID. I don't know if you remember that time of, when you had Dallas.
Oh, they were full on attack. Yeah.
Dallas, Bamford.
Yes.
They were just cheat points.
Yeah, exactly.
It was crazy. And the style of football that they played, and obviously they're way far from that. And now they've got City, Newcastle, Westham, Spurs. Oh my God. I don't know where their result is coming. West Ham maybe, but that's as far. I mean, Spurs, you never know.
Yeah, that's true. We'll come on to Spurs next year.
But I can't think of a single player I would get for the next 2 game weeks.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, now on to Spurs. Will they concede 2 again in like a couple 20 minutes or what? Against Crystal Palace that seems to be on form. Other thing is, I think Heung-min Son has managed to pick up a bit of form in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, look, I think a good point to get a Spurs player in that's not Kane.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
I think most people. I don't know about you. I can't remember your last team, but I think most people have got rid of Kane just to fit in other players like Salah and whoever, Fernandes. But Kane has never let anyone down. He's had an outstanding season. I think he averages almost 7 points a game. And he's had a great season, and he is Spurs. And you look at the last 4 games. It's Palace, Villa, Brentford, Leeds. I mean, it's
Good run.
It's a good run, right? I mean, Villa maybe is the hardest one because of their recent form, but the rest is just you think about it, But Son is a good thing, good shot. But I mean, I don't know if I'll pay 11.5 million for him.
Yeah, that's the only problem. And no
Yeah.
double game week, so you're kind of like looking at more of the double game week players over him.
Yeah.
But for anyone who's like 500k or further off, I think this is a decent punt if you wanted to, because you're not going to lose much.
No, he's had a good couple of weeks, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I probably wouldn't go for anyone else. And then Crystal Palace, I'm not going to even recommend because I think there are better options, I guess.
Yeah, there's better options. I mean, they've had Mr. Roy Hodgson has done some, they've got some results.
Zaha is back though.
Zaha is back. Yeah, I mean, I can't think of any two players. I think there's better players at those price points.
Yeah.
Better fixtures.
Wolves versus Villa. Now, there's been talk about going for Newcastle strikers. A lot of people had got rid of Watkins. Wolves just got hammered against Brighton. You don't have Watkins, no, by any chance?
No, I've got. No, I still have him.
Okay. Yes, you do. Looking at your team. Yes. So, keep Watkins for this game, or would you?
I'm keeping him.
Yeah, keeping him.
Yep. Yeah. I'm keeping him for this game week. I mean, I know he's blanked
the last couple. Yeah.
He blanked the last couple, but yeah, I mean, he's been on an unreal run anyway. So I'm happy to just keep him and see how this game week goes. I mean, Wolves, you can kind of see that might get a result.
Yeah, maybe. But
Wolves get a result. Sorry, Villa.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I was like. Maybe Villa, yeah, most likely because they're still chasing Europe, right?
Yeah.
So they have actually something to play for. So I think I'm keeping Watkins as well. I think he could be a pretty decent option. Probably a bit more differential now that a lot of people have sold him off. So I'm happy to keep him for this game week, and then maybe next game week probably move him off. So yeah, that's Villa. Liverpool versus Brentford. A lot of people have Jota. I think Rushant and Co have Jota as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, Klopp has said that he's had like a back injury, and I was reading a few Klopp quotes just recently talking about it because they started Diaz and Darwin Núñez, and then there's questions about. I think Diaz is still not fully fit to be able to play 3 games in a row, so I think there's a possibility that Gakpo comes back in for the next game. The question is, I don't know about Jota. Jota is someone uncertain whether he'll get minutes or not. If you had Jota, would you move him out, keep him?
He's expensive, but player to just. He comes in at 8.5. Is he 8.8?
Let me check. I think it was a very expensive price for a striker. He comes in at 8.9 million.
Yeah, I mean he's just not contribute. I think it'll be tough. I don't have him. I'm just on the Salah and Trent bandwagon. That's all I have. I mean, what other? If you had to put a strike force together, who else are good punts this week? Let's think about it. I mean, Isaac is playing Arsenal.
Yep. Oh, we'll get to that match as well. I think that's a pretty decent punt, to be honest. I'll tell you why later. But yeah, I mean, Watkins, probably Haaland if he starts. Alvarez if Haaland is not starting, or even if both of them are starting together. This is the week that Tony is supposed to blank according to his recent streak. So not Tony. And then
I mean, if you have Jota, there's not a lot of alternatives. I think you unless you take Watkins in for a week, that's it. Because after that, you don't really want to. I'd say it might be a week too early. I don't know, but it's a home game for him as well.
Yeah, exactly, and they're pretty good at home.
And they're pretty good at home. Who's Tony facing? Who's Brentford? Brentford is
Liverpool.
They're blaming Liverpool.
Yeah, and then West Ham next. He'll score next week, Tony, according to his recent streak.
Yeah, that's right.
Would you? Yeah. I don't know. So I don't have Jota, so I don't have to worry about it. But if I had Jota, honestly, I don't mind risking. There's all this talk about going to Callum Wilson. I wouldn't mind doing it a week early.
Yeah.
I think it's worth it, and we'll get to it when we get to the Arsenal game. But I think it's worth it. You had Jota, but then again, it depends on like, are you on triple Newcastle or does your
Would
squad
you get Wilson ahead of Isaac?
Ooh. At the moment, yes, probably.
Yeah, I mean, on form, I think.
Yeah, on form, yeah.
Hard to guarantee the minutes.
Yes, that's the problem. But then, I mean, Isaac has been playing in the left wing spot as well. If he can play both of them together,
yeah,
I ideally would like to have both.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Isaac, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
you got Isaac
quite early.
Yeah, I went him on like I think as soon as he hauled the next game. So people did it, 26 or something? Somewhere there. Yeah, so I've had him for quite a bit of time.
Yeah. That's a tricky one, right? I think early off thing is doubling up Haaland with Alvarez.
Yeah.
Keep taking Jota, but it's just, I should keep him. I mean, I don't know how many people have Jesus.
Yeah.
Still, but again, Arsenal's fixtures.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I think Jota is you guys make a decision based on where your squad is and whatnot.
Look, I think it's been a tough game. Brentford is always a tough team.
Yeah.
And they always get good results against the big six.
Yes.
Always have a result.
Yeah.
So there'll probably be some goals in it.
There'll most likely be goals in it, yeah, probably. And then obviously Trent is on some really good form, so I think he's still worth starting if you have him. Even though chances of clean sheet might be less, he still has very good attacking potential.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, Newcastle versus Arsenal. And before we go there, Fazid is on 113 with 6 to play. Oof, but have a -8 as well. Still pretty good score. Newcastle versus Arsenal. Now, Arsenal could be without their starting 2 centre backs. Saliba's already injured, and now Gabriel could potentially be out as well. Which is why I think if you have Isaac, or if you want to go a week early on Callum Wilson, if we get news that Callum probably won't get news on Callum Wilson, but you could punt on it. Could be a decent move.
I mean, one of our old favorites at the start of the season was Almira. What's his status?
His status is not not part of our consideration at the moment. He's not returning enough to be able to. To be honest, I would rather. Now this is something.
Murphy.
Oh yes, Murphy. I think Roy went on Murphy before. He was doing pretty well. It seems to be. His numbers
at that
are good.
price point.
Yes, exactly. 4.1.
What is his recent returns? It's just ridiculous.
2, 6, 13, and then before that 1-1. Roy got him on that 13, I think somewhere. Yeah. 32.
Yeah.
Murphy's not too bad.
Yeah.
Joel Linton could also be a decent punt, to be honest.
Yeah.
The one thing with Joel Linton is, I think right now, Longstaff is kind of injured. I'm not really fully confirmed on whether he'll be back or not. But that could mean that Joel Linton plays a bit more deeper compared to the front three he plays in, which is why Isaac is now playing in that left wing spot.
Yeah.
So maybe he's not as great. I think the Wilson-Isaac shout is probably definitely a good one to kind of consider.
Yeah.
Would you remove?
I mean, you keep Trippier. I mean, he just he's just the fix.
His numbers are still good. Yeah. I will still keep him.
I mean, I think it's been a while. I think it's been a while since your last return. To be honest,
they've had 1 clean sheet in the last 14.
Yeah, Gameweek 29 is the last time he got a return.
Yeah, actually. So it's been a long time. And I don't see a clean sheet here as well.
He had a streak of like 10 to 15 games of his returns, and then now he has returned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't see a clean sheet in this game as well, so we'll see. Arsenal?
Yeah, it's funny, right? Because I think everyone got rid of all Arsenal just to get for this game week, game week 34, and just setting themselves up for 36, 37. So I don't have any Arsenal players anymore.
I've got Martinelli and still Gabriel. But that's because I played the free hit, so I was able to avoid this game week. But
no, I got rid of all of them for this double game week to set myself up for the rest of the season.
Would you start Arsenal attack if you had? Maybe, given that Newcastle.
You have to, right? I mean, with what they've done this season, you think so?
Yeah.
Is Martinelli fit? He is fit, right?
I think he should be, because he didn't start the last game. But I don't know whether that's just like rotation, and I think he might start this one. I don't know, but.
But Odegaard has had a couple of good game weeks in the last 4. I think he's returned in 3 of them. Odegaard.
Exactly. I mean, he's been ticking over, but I don't think too many people have Odegaard. That's the thing. But if you have him, I don't mind starting him, to be honest.
Yeah, I would actually get him because I think only him. Like obviously Saka is great, but again at his price point, I think I can get somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. Fair enough.
Potential.
Yeah.
So I'll probably Odegaard or Martinelli if available.
Yeah. And then West Ham versus United. What do you think is going to happen in this game? Do you see Manchester United keeping a clean sheet? Keep in mind that West Ham have Europe in midweek, so they're not the only. City is not the only team with Europe. West Ham also playing semi-finals of the Conference League.
Are they? They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can only speak with my heart, and that's. I mean, West Ham's form.
Yeah.
How's their form now?
I mean, they've kind of improved recently, and now I think they're kind of safe as well.
Are they safe now? What? Yeah. I mean, they're safe. I mean,
they're 15.
By 4 points.
Yeah, by 4 points. Let me see what their fixtures are, because I think they rested Declan Rice against City, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, the fixtures are not too bad. There's Brentford, Leeds, Leicester. After this,
so they should be still fine, if I'm not mistaken.
But then again, who are you getting? Like, I'm not getting any defense.
Oh, I'm not getting any West Ham player. But for United, would you get a United defender ahead of this game?
I mean, I've got Shaw.
Yeah.
But if I really get, I probably wouldn't get Shaw. Maybe Dallo, because I think he's better
value. I won't be surprised though if Dalot gets benched today against Brighton.
Yeah, today. Yeah.
Because I think Wan-Bissaka might start that, and then if Maguire happens to play for some reason, then Shaw moves to left back.
Yeah,
potentially. I think Shaw is still the safer pick out of the United defense. If not, then go De Gea.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah. I'm not banking. I mean, I don't bank a lot of United's defense.
Yeah, fair enough.
There's not much returns ever, if anything.
Yep.
Compared to alternatives, it's just looking at the strike force. Where's the result? Obviously, Rashford. Everyone's got him.
Yep. Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno, if you can afford him. I couldn't, and I would definitely have him if I could. And I mean, you just don't know who is going to play on in the midfield. Is it Sancho? Is it Anthony?
Yeah.
But again, but it's not worth it. I think just a gamble. One of those. It's really is the template 3 of Bruno, Rashford, Shaw in the end.
Yeah, exactly. And if the next one is probably De Gea, if you wanted, if you're not going Shaw, I agree. It's just
because our defense is so weak. De Gea has to get a lot of save points.
That's the thing. So you get at least save points from that. So you might get lucky, maybe a bonus as well if they keep a clean sheet. So that's United. Fulham, Leicester, I mean, do we really want to talk about it?
I think it's going to be a tough game. I mean, Andreas is out now.
Yes, Andreas is out.
Out for the season.
Mitrovic is still suspended.
He's still suspended. It's I think it'll be a tough game for them.
Yeah.
But it's a home game. I mean, and they haven't had a good run of form. Well, I guess, albeit it's been a tough opponents.
Yeah.
City, Liverpool, and Villa that they've lost to the last 3 games.
They did put on good performances though, these last 2 games against City and Liverpool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they only lost 1-0 against Liverpool, and they had a few chances. I was looking at the game.
But you can't think of who you would get, because the only people we would get are both out.
Yeah, most like, and I probably wouldn't go for anyone else because no double game week.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to punt, Willian maybe, but yeah.
Yeah. There was a time Manor Solomon was getting some results, but I think that's way past now.
Yeah, now I think it's gone. And then Leicester, I guess if you have Maddison, I don't know how people still have Maddison, but I wouldn't go for any Leicester player as well, to be honest.
No, that's like a game week that nobody cares from an FPL perspective.
I think this game no one really cares. And the Forest and Southampton game also, I don't think anyone really cares. I think that is like a relegation game there, and I'm not even going to touch that.
No.
Although I think Forest actually might win that game, if I'm not mistaken. Southampton are just bad. I think if Forest win that game, I think they should be fine for avoiding relegation.
Are they? Where's Forest sitting?
Uh,
Forest got 30 points.
30 points, but I think their fixtures are a bit more kinder
Is it? Okay.
than, say, a Leeds. So Forest have this, and then obviously Chelsea and Arsenal next. I mean, Chelsea, you never know, could get something. And then Crystal Palace at the end.
Yeah.
It's not the worst set of runs, but yeah. And then the game that we actually care about, Brighton versus Everton.
Yeah, huge. I mean, there's one thing it's one I'm banking a lot on, and not for any Everton to do anything. They can just I don't want them to score.
Yeah.
Sure. But I mean, I took hits in this game week to load up my Brighton again.
Who did you load up on?
And it just because I've gone back on to like I've had in the past, and I've stayed true to them as well. And it's just Stupin and March and Matoma. They've obviously disappointed in us in this game. Well, not you. It disappointed me in this game week. Of just both were not. They didn't complete 60 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
And the guys that he did play all ended up getting assists and goals 2-2-2. And you happen to earn one of them. So
yeah, Enciso. I mean, he's a pretty good young lad, Enciso. I don't know how Brighton keep finding this people.
That's good that you're on free hit. Are you going to bring him in your real team?
Ooh, now there's a question. I don't know. The reason being that their doubles aren't easy. That's what I think. Because if you look at their doubles,
doubles is Arsenal, Newcastle.
Arsenal, Newcastle.
Away games.
And then I'm getting Southampton is a pretty good first double for 37, but then it's City after that.
And Villa, yeah. But I can. It's tough, but I back them. It's just
fair enough.
They've got their XGA is
it's insane.
Unreal.
Yeah,
and they don't care who the opponent is.
Oh yeah. We'll go to that. I'll show you the team attack. Look at the team attack.
If like they should beat United in the FA Cup. They'll probably beat them tonight.
Yes, exactly.
You just. And I saw some stupid stat the other day in the top 5 leagues. They've got the highest XG. It's just
they're peppering teams.
I still back their attack. To be honest, like Stupinen has come good for me as well in recent form as well. So the guys still backing March and Toma. Stupinen to
I think
McAllister, I'm not too sure yet. I mean, I think he's kind of more playing the more deeper role. So it's not like the form of 4 or 5 game weeks ago.
No, I probably wouldn't go McAllister at this point. I think because Veltman got another injury again, and that means McAllister will play more deeper again. I think I probably wouldn't go there.
I think that the only other point is the guy that you picked,
Enciso. Yeah, exactly.
Would you do it or not?
I don't know. I haven't decided because the forward spots I feel like depends on the situation. I think game week 37 I might try it. Game week 36 I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brighton team attack right on top with Newcastle. So both of these teams are peppering like full on attack. City 3rd, Arsenal 4th, Liverpool 5th, and United 6th. Yeah. But yeah, at the bottom, Villa have gone down. But I don't know if that's because the fixtures were slightly a bit more harder in the last few games. But
what, you still keeping Mings?
I have Mings for the moment. It's a good fixture. I'm keeping him for this fixture. So yeah, that's the team attack. Team defense. This is why I'm keeping Mings. The 3rd in the defense, Aston Villa. City on top, Crystal Palace 2nd still, Newcastle 3rd. Okay, but Arsenal are
almost Crystal Palace 2nd.
Yeah, last 6 game weeks.
Oh, okay.
But look at where Arsenal are. This is why their form has. I
mean, especially if Gabriel is gone, it's hard.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see what happens in that game, but not looking good for Arsenal defensively. And United. I mean, United are slightly okay. Brighton are also not the most consistent. Like this is why I'm expecting goals in today's game. Because I don't think both sides are capable of keeping each other out, even though the FA Cup final was like a 0-0 for 120 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't think both are capable of like actually keeping a clean sheet.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I expect goals in that. And then forwards, this is why I'm thinking of Callum Wilson. Look at that XG.
Yeah, it's mad. Absolutely.
He just gets goals.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm probably going to find a way to get him in. But yeah, that's the top 3. Solanke is
Doubling
still there.
up on Newcastle attack.
Yes, I think that is the way, to be honest. I think that's where you're going to get your points from. I don't see the defense keeping clean sheets.
Yeah.
Midfielders, Salah right on top. Although, to be honest, he hasn't been as impressive.
No, but he's delivered. For
Yes.
everyone that captured him in this double gaming, he's won.
Yes, exactly.
All from XG of like nothing and 2 penalties.
Yeah, exactly. So he's getting the penalties at least. So while he has that, I guess it's still something. But in reality, he doesn't seem to be getting enough shots per se.
No.
Willock on there, Newcastle, Joelinton as well. Jack Grealish, I was lucky that Jack Grealish didn't do anything serious this double game week.
Yeah.
He looked like he was going to get points. But yeah, that's the
Leicester is above the other guys. Okay.
Yes, this is sorted by XGI, not minutes per. If it was sorted by minutes per, De Bruyne would also be higher.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then your defense, Trent topping the charts, back to his rightful place, I guess you could say.
Absolutely.
And then yeah, those are your defense. Estupinan is also there. Trippier there. Perisic is interestingly there, but I wouldn't even touch Spurs defense, to be honest.
No.
And then goalkeepers also, I thought I've added it because people are still thinking of keeper options. At this point, I'll probably go either Steele or De Gea.
Yeah.
And if you have Ederson, I guess you keep Ederson.
Yeah.
That's your goalkeepers. So that's that. And then let's move to teams. As my current team.
Oh, killing it.
Yes. So this is a free hit team, obviously, so it doesn't carry over. But in my normal team, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll bring this up for you. The guys can see it on the deadline stream as well later. This is what it's looking like. So my normal team has Kepa, Trippier, Estupinan, Mings, Salah, Rashford, Mitoma, Gakpo, Haaland, Watkins, and Isak. And I've got Martinelli on the bench. Now I don't know if I want to start Martinelli, and I don't know.
What is the gaps here? What do you need to fix or not?
I will most likely look to move Botman out for probably Shaw and start Shaw instead of Trippier, is what I'm thinking.
How much do you have in the bank?
I probably have 2.4.
Yeah, wow, okay.
So I have enough money to do that. I just don't know where, like Martinelli, would I really want to start him for? That's what I'm uncertain about at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have Trent.
No. Let me see if I can bring this up. Yeah, here we go. Others can also see what I'm looking at. But yeah, I don't have Trent. I just bought him on my free hit.
And no Bruno.
No.
Okay.
Both were bought on the free hit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I might do Botman to White. To Shaw probably, because I think that's where the clean sheet most likely lies out of the double game weekers.
And then Watkins to Wilson.
No, Watkins to Wilson will probably be next week.
Okay.
It's just that I don't know. I want to start Martinelli, but I don't know who to start him over.
Yeah, it's rough one. Oh, you got double Liverpool in there. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know where I'm going to start him over. Maybe Gakpo, but I think Gakpo I prefer over Martinelli.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what.
The only reason you'll put Martinelli ahead of Gakpo is just hedging your bets.
Yeah, probably. But like at this point, I want to chase as much different shots as I can.
Yeah.
And then that's your team.
Don't look at this. They're all rubbish.
Oh no, you're almost close to a club 100. Don't worry. Mitoma, Manchester, what's your? What are you thinking?
I've got a minus 12.
Oh yes, you do. I didn't notice that. But what are you planning on doing though? Nothing. Or rolling the transfer?
I'm more likely than not going to roll.
Mm-hmm.
Don't see anyone that I really want right now.
Yeah, fair enough. I think you have most of the players that you want.
That I want.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll wait for any late team news to see, or if the only person I would consider is Mahrez to something else. Yeah, because I've had him long enough, and this is the first time he's ever delivered for me.
Yep. Fair enough.
Yeah, but everyone else is set up for
the 36.
Yeah, 36.
Yeah, fair enough.
So that's really the only one. And Watkins, he's the other one, but probably not this game week. Next one. Yeah,
you probably start him this week, I think, against Wolves. Yeah. Cool. All right, now panel team. We'll end it with the panel team just to show what the panel team is on.
Jesus, this is the first time we've outdone the penalty.
Yes, I think the penalty team is on insane 89 points. Triple captain played. And Isak will be coming on though for De Bruyne. So this will take it to 96 points. But a -4, so 92 points.
Who's coming in for De
Isak,
Bruyne
Isak.
for you? For you?
For me, I had Sufa coming on 1 pointer. So sad.
R.I.P.
What a waste. R.I.P. indeed. What a waste of that in the free hit. Everyone else did well, but apart from De Bruyne.
What's the ranking now?
For the panel team?
Yeah.
Panel team is at 47k. But I think with Isak coming on, it'll go up a bit more.
And then yours?
I am at 182 at the moment. 182k.
Yeah. What a comeback you've made.
I know. I'm still going hard. Top 100k is aim. Let's see.
It's my aim as well.
Yeah.
I've been sitting between 100 and 150 for like 10 game weeks.
10 game. Oh, damn. Yeah.
But I made no movement. I'm just red arrow. I'm on 136 now, I think.
Oh, it should be fine. What do we do with the panel team? Start Isak probably.
Yeah.
Kepa or Rea?
Yeah, Kepa.
Okay.
De Bruyne, just leave him there. Just if he starts, he starts. If he doesn't,
Botman or Trippier or Zuma? Do we make a transfer? How much do we have in the bank? We have 2 million in the bank as well. Who do we change? Maybe Zuma out?
Yeah, but who do you want to get out of this team now?
I think you can move Zuma to...
Nobody. Whoever you get, will they be starting?
You could bring Zuma to Shaw and start
How does the squad look for 36?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's try it and see. Very hard to say. Let's see. The squad for 36 would look like something like this. Who would even bench? I think one of the CD players might actually get benched because they might not start. But for now, at the moment, let's do it like this.
Okay, so let's see now.
We could do Botman to Shaw.
Yeah, it's not a bad team, is it?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you probably get rid of. I mean, who's cheaper, Botman or Zuma?
Zuma is at 4.4. Botman's at 4.5.
The same thing. Yeah, maybe you can just get rid of one of them and
maybe Botman to Shaw so that we can bring in Wilson. Maybe.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do that this week then, I guess. And then start Shaw over Trippier.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Botman to Luke Shaw. Do you want to do it now, or should we do it after the United game is done?
Maybe let's just get through that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
probably any injuries or whoever.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we'll probably do it up after that. So yeah, that's basically it. And Zachariah said 108 with 5 to go for Zachariah and VL. Welcome. What's up? So yeah, that's all we've got. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Darwin. Not too long. We didn't take too long. So quick fire. Hopefully everyone has a good game week 35 and a good rest of the game week 34 as well. Anything else, Abin, to add?
Nah, that's a good one. I'm just fingers crossed for the game tonight.
Yeah. What? Go ahead. And I'll ask you another question.
No, just we need the top 4.
Yes, I know. We need to win 3 games.
If Newcastle keep getting results, we need to be keeping up with them.
Yeah, exactly. So. We need to win 3 games out of our next 6 or something. So if we can win 3 games, I think we'll secure top 4.
Really? You worked that out? Is that enough?
Mathematically, yeah. That should be enough. So 3 wins.
I just want to finish ahead of Newcastle. I can't.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Can't be behind Newcastle.
Yeah, that's true. That's a different mathematical equation. But yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Quick question: if Haaland is not available, who is the best captaincy option after?
Captaincy? I mean, default always goes to Salah, doesn't he?
Yeah, probably.
with what you see with this game week, what's happened.
Yeah. If he gets a penalty.
He just seems to clock it in an
Yeah.
incredible stat of 6 years of over 200 points.
Yes.
He's just a FPL king. He delivers when it matters, and he used to be our Haaland in every years gone by. So, but I mean, it's here, or it could be, or it could be what's it? Rashford. He's slowly getting back to where he was.
Against West Ham as well. Could be. Yeah.
West Ham as well. So absolutely. But again,
Okay.
I wouldn't remove it off Haaland. You keep it there, and
then see
fear
what.
of missing out.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't start, then then make sure your vice captain is appropriately resourced.
Yep. Fair enough. All right, cool. That's it. Basically, thank you all for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button as well, and we'll be live for the deadline stream on Saturday. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Thank you, Dabin, and we'll see you all later.